So Wisconsin's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Start this drive on the ground with Hardy. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Motion from the wideout. Here's Simmons to throw. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Into plus territory. They stop him at the 46, and now this offense can really attack. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They'll give it to Hardy. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Hauls it in. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. The quick out. Turning it on. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! They draw 1st blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. RPO complete to open the drive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Badgers in the hurry-up.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right...
Running wide open down the gut of the field. 10. He is in. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, Dave. Oh, he's got some space. The 50, the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Joseph. Caught over the middle. It's Brooks. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Badgers headed quickly to the line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He now has 72 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Badgers are rolling down the field.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Throwing Joseph. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quarterback making checks. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Here's a little room there. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Right back to Hardy on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hardy. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Simmons. He's got the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job, because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback, because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
From the gun, give to Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Simmons. Finds his man down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Ready, look. Kill. 674, take off. 674.
Now from inside the red zone. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. It's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Squeezes ahead for a couple, they'll get it out to the 9.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Joseph finds a man in the middle. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Man, that is exactly what you want. That is perfect execution. Back near your own end zone, man. You want to get that ball out of your hand. You want to create some space. And don't flirt with that end zone at all. Ball gets out of quarterback's hand. Receiver makes the play. Great job understanding the situation.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball. the incompletion.
The Badgers will try to convert on 4th down. Throwing Joseph. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fighting off the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Badgers want to move quickly. Joseph. Fires quickly. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Finds his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Badgers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Working that left side now. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Badger!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. Oh, they blocked the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas taking on the San Diego State Aztecs. And it's the Mean Green with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
They'll open the second half on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line. He'll run it again. There's some room. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run.
Breaks into the open. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
That's another big run, and that's not surprising, honestly, guys, considering how much success he had in the first half. He was running wild against this defense, so let's not change anything. Let's just go back out, let's pound the rock, pound the football, and really threaten this defense and force them to have to tackle us.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It'll be third and long. Throwing Joseph. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
On first down, it's Hardy again. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He might want another play. From the gun on third down, Simmons. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Caught in the backfield. It's Rigby. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Third quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Joseph. Catch in the middle. It's Kearney. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
To the air on 1st down. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
This is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual threat.
There he goes.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
With the catch, it's Rigby. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Badgers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Throwing Joseph. And they're not on the same page there. Quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Looking to fire. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Again, it's Joseph. Lets it fly deep downfield. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Austin Simmons, a play fake. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He's got him, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Might be changing the route. Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the counter into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Joseph throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. So 1st down will open up the final period. Simmons on play action. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Hardy. Picked up 4 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
They boot it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. He'll pull it down. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
The only way they were getting back in this game is if they did that. Great job. Huge explosive play by this offense. We need multiple scores. Got to keep the hammer down, but great job making the explosive.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Throwing Joseph. Escapes the pressure to his right. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Bringing the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
Yeah, and the defensive line, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Joseph. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Boy, he was cutting that one close, wasn't he? Almost kicked it out of bounds, but it went into the end zone. It's a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Off the RPO, complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He breaks a tackle. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They go to the draw. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Snagged out of the air. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throwing Joseph. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And the Badgers want to pick up the tempo. They'll go back to the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Badgers! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Throwing Simmons. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Simmons. He wants a big play here late. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tiger. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Coming out with it, it's Coleman. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Joseph. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities.
He lets one fly deep. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. We've waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.